All right, this is the 4th of July weekend, so it's crazy. Traffic is insane. I left Poughkeepsie 3:30 and it's 6 o'clock on the afternoon, and I just get 2 Yonkers. I have 3 units down over here. One of them we're waiting for parts, so the other 2 I need to figure it out what the hell is happening. I just have another call pretty close to Poughkeepsie, actually. Well, not really close, but it's in the same way that I'm coming from. It's in Pine Bush, but they gave me the chance to take it tomorrow morning or take it tonight, so I'm probably gonna see if I can make it tonight. So probably I'm gonna be a little free tomorrow morning. I know I'm gonna have calls, so I don't wanna get overwhelmed tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a hot day, probably hotter than today. So I'm gonna see if I can finish this on time. I'm gonna try to fly back to Pine Bush and see if I can get this problem solved. They got one evaporator coil, actually a split system, an air conditioning system that is not working, and the evaporator has to be cleaned because it's really dirty, so I need to go back and clean it. I'm hoping that the evaporator is not frozen, because then it's gonna take me longer. I have to get hot water and clean it, and the evaporator is really difficult to access. So, and they close by 10, so I need to try to get this done quick. I'm not gonna shoot a video on what I'm doing right now because I don't think it's anything interesting on it, but probably for Pine Bush I'm gonna shoot a video. But alright, let me finish over here in Yonkers, and I'm probably gonna see you there in Pine Bush. Thank you. Alright, I'm on my way to Pine Bush right now. The weather is getting really bad. There is a thunderstorm warning right now. In the meantime, I have another call for tomorrow morning, and I'm on the phone with them right now because they want an ETA for tomorrow. But it looks like it's gonna be a pretty crazy weekend, as every first and second week of July. So I'll let you know what I got when I get on Pine Bush. It's 9 o'clock. I left Yonkers at 7:15. Damn, everybody's on the street right now, plus the storm and all that stuff is making really difficult to get to destination. So here I am right now. I'm gonna take a look. One of the units gas is down or is not working properly, so they're looking to clean the evaporator coil and make it work better. So I'll show you what we got. All right. I got 2 hours because they close in 2 hours. So drain pan full of water. Solid frozen. Yeah, that is too crazy. I just disconnect the condensing unit, and I left the fan on. That way probably by tomorrow the ice it will be less, and I can work on it and see what is happening. The manager told me that they had problems with those units, especially with the one in the back, for many years, and she said that she don't want to deal with this issue anymore, which I don't blame her. But all right, I'm coming back in the morning to finish this up. See you in the morning. We are here back, round 2. There's a leak right there. See the oil? I can see this right here, full of oil. So I bet my ass there is a leak there. Anyways, we're gonna finish what we start. The evaporator coil is clean, as you can see. Yeah, it is clean. So my problem is there. Just lower the pressure in. Alright, let's see if we can make it on time. I got a second call at 11 and I need to be there on time. 8 o'clock. At 2.5 hours. Plus 30 minutes driving. I was just trying to see the TXV and I just found it right there. And it's so soaking wet with oil. It's getting better and better. I don't know. Alright, I think at this point I was looking inside the condenser and all the bottom, all around the compressor is all oil. So so I'm pretty much sure that we got a leak there somewhere. We have a leak on the evaporator and a possible leak on the TXV. So I think at this point I don't want to play with the customer's time. I'm gonna condemn the TXV and put a leak test, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell the customer to run the AC and shut the AC during the night and let the fan running, so that way it will keep the evaporator clean for the next day until we're coming back with a new TXV, because I don't have TXV with me, and I have another call waiting for me. I cannot spend here half a day or more than half a day. It's impossible. I got another call, and I know I'm gonna have more than one call. So we're gonna put everything back together and make sure that our pressures are fine. If we need refrigerant, we're gonna add some, but that's what we're gonna do. I just shut the condensing unit off by raising the thermostat. Thermostat is calling for 30 degrees, 35 degrees. Temperature is 45. So this is the one. I can see some oil around this valve. Not a good indication. So let me make a call again, and we're gonna get some pressure readings. Now evaporator is not too bad. The TXV is not frozen. I checked it out already. Alright, as you can see, the compressor is running, condenser fan is not running, so that's another indication that the system probably is very low on refrigerant. Alright, 20 over 250, it is low. I need to find out what kind of refrigerant it is. Nothing that the compressor says. I can see leak lock here, leak lock here, leak lock here, leak lock, leak lock. That's not a good sign. Alright. Back in the condenser, I couldn't see what kind of TXV it is. I'm not sure about the refrigerant. I guess it's R22, it's gotta be. So we're gonna check for the obvious. Got some oil over here. Goes. The leak is here. So far it's the only leak. Let's play with it.
200. There she goes. So the fan is fine. The pressure switch also is good. So we're gonna put it back to what it should be. 250. So pressure switch is fine. And the fan is fine. So our charge is low. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Should be a special key that I don't have. The only possible solution is gonna be replace the valve. Let me get information. Alright, for right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna charge it. And I'm gonna put the cap back. I may have a metal cap. I'm gonna try to seal it the best I can. So that's gonna hold the system until we're coming back. All right, let me see what I got. So we're gonna try to seal the cap. I don't have any metal caps in my truck, so we're gonna use our nasty leak lock. You can see we have some liquid now coming back. We got so far 11 ounces, 12 ounces, and we got some liquid, so that's a good sign. See, the pressure is going up now. The blade is all screwed up, that's why it's putting the motor out of balance, but it's doing the job. She's gonna drop to 250 and she's gonna stop right there. She drops at 250. Alright. Got some liquid back. And so far we got 15 ounces. So we are in the right direction. Alright. Alright. Final pressures. Pretty much stable right now. Side glass is clear. Nice sweaty suction line. I'm gonna take a look inside and see how the box is doing. This is an old unit, very old unit. I remember doing service to this equipment years ago, probably like 10 years ago. She's running back again, so we're gonna replace that tank, that receiver, because the I know the valve, every time that I try to tighten it, it's leaking even more. So this, you know, the unit is old, so the valve cannot be replaced, so we need to replace the tank. So we're gonna take the flare, get the tank out, get the new one in, flare it back, and that's it. So far, that's the only leak I had. I checked all the other flares and connections. I checked the evaporator too, and there's no problem. So So yep, I got another call and I have to go there really quick. It's a freezer that is down in a restaurant, so they're waiting for me. So I'm gonna do some paperwork and I'm gonna fly. Alright guys, see you for watching. Thank you. Alright, this call is kind of strange. They have two split systems. The store right now is at almost 80 degrees, and all the equipment inside the place is getting warmer because the store is getting hot. Oh. Well, labels, no nothing. Nice. Yeah, I shut the one that is not. Alright. Alright. I don't know where the unit is located. Oh my god. Yeah. So they used to have kind of a EMS. Broken belt. Look at that. Let me show you. Nice and white. All right. It looks like somebody don't want these people to mess with the thermostat or with the temperature. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Probably you do. But if somebody doesn't know what the heck this is, it's I call it temporarily belt because they die quicker, they over dry quicker, and they ending replace it more often than the original regular belts. But with this one you can make it the size you want. So it's good in one hand and not good in the other. That's a good start. Then what you have to do is hope the camera can catch it. So when you take the piece you think is enough, you need to grab the first one and spin it, and then the second one I use a plier, you know, because there is no reason to fight with your fingers. It's really hard. And you put it there. That's it. Then if you look really close, there is an arrow so it shows you the direction of the belt, because of course it got a direction. It's not like the other one. So the arrow is showing in that way, so that's the direction of the belt. Let's check the tension. That is good. Alright, I'm still in Carmel, New York. I still have another call. I just gave one of my calls to my backup because it's far away from here, so I can take care of the other one. Nice day, by the way. Alright, I just turned on the condensing unit. On number 2. Alright, I'm gonna let it stay there for a while. And this funny thing, look at this shit, man. Oh my god. No wire nuts, no nothing. R is completely naked. Jesus Christ. No wire nuts. Oh man. Alright. Don't get aggravated. Don't get aggravated. Alright. 58. She's alright. I'm gonna work on this one. And I'm gonna see if I can adjust the bell a little. Alright, this is how the filter looks. Dirty. This one is even worse. I just pulled them off. We need filters, and I adjust the belt, and we need filters for that one too. So I think we're good to go. I left the fan running on all the time, and I just dropped the set point from 64 to 70. Raise it up from 64 to 72. Same thing on that one. Both of them got the fan running all the time. Alright, so that's it for tonight. Well, for here. I gotta go to the other call that they waiting for me. Yeah, 8:25. I still have some time. Alright, see you there. Alright, nasty weather over here. Has been raining since I get over here. Now she's putting some heat. That's beautiful. No ice, no bubbles. Now it's better, both of them. Alright, so we're good to go. I'm gonna start doing some paperwork and I'm gonna leave. Today I got, I don't know how many calls. Crazy day today. It's the 4th of July weekend. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls, 6 calls already. It's 8:30 right now, and I got one more to do. Just stop somewhere and get something to eat. The call that I got now is a reaching cooler, 4 drawers in a restaurant. It's a brand new unit and it's dead. According to the guy, the unit is dead completely. Nothing is working. He checked the breakers, everything is fine. He checked the GFI, and according to him, everything is good. But I forgot to mention him that if it is a brand new unit, it may be in warranty. So I don't know. I'm gonna call the guy now. All right, let me do some paperwork.
All right, this is my last call. Is 9:30 on Saturday. I hope this is my last service call. I'm too tired to keep going. I had 6 calls, and I had to give one to my backup. I couldn't make it. And tomorrow's gonna be a hot day. Tomorrow's gonna be Sunday, so I'm guessing that it's gonna be probably pretty much the same as today. I wake up very early today and I start hitting service calls non-stop, one after another. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Thank you guys for staying. Alright, it's July 4th. It's 8 o'clock on the afternoon. Most of the time, for the people who knows about service, there is a common pattern, and it is when you are in service calls, the most call you're gonna have, it happens Friday afternoon and the whole day of Saturday. Then Sunday, most of the customers, you know, unless that is a real emergency or walk-in cooler or, you know, anything that is real an emergency, most of the people don't want to call because it's very expensive. So most of the people just decide to wait one more day until Monday so they can pay for regular time. That's a very common pattern, you know. For Sunday, if you don't have any calls by noon, that's it. You know, everybody else, you know, if by noon you don't have a call on Sunday, I don't think that you're gonna have it on the afternoon, because most of the people, they just want to wait a couple more hours until Monday. Today is Tuesday, July 4th, is pretty much as a Sunday. So I thought, well, it was noontime, and I bought already ribs and all that stuff for my barbecue, and I got some people coming in. I got corn, I got fireworks for my kids and all that stuff. I was ready to go. So I was waiting on the clock, and I said, all right, it's noon time. I don't have any calls. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna have any calls. So I was getting my barbecue ready. I was preparing the meat, get everything done, everything for my kids, you know. They called me. It was like, I don't know, 4 o'clock. And I thought, well, probably this guy wants to wait until Monday. No, it was a walk-in cooler down, and he got a lot of product. I said, holy crap. So I went there, and I thought, well, if it is something not too big, I can probably, you know, finish quick and go back home and finish with my barbecue and all that stuff. I got people coming at 5 o'clock, so it was 4, you know. I put my gauges in the system, and it was completely flat. Completely flat. So I told the owner, look, it's completely flat, so it must be a big leak. So I'm gonna see if I can find it, but it's gonna be expensive. What do you wanna do? And the guy is, I don't care how much it costs, I want it fixed because I got a lot of product inside. I put some refrigerant in. The walk-in cooler, the back on the roof, the top, where the lines that go through the roof, it was rubbing against the box and put a hole in the liquid line, and it was leaking there. I mean, huge leak. So, making long story short, I ended bumping it down in the refrigerant. I put like 4 pounds already. So I pumped it down, and I
cut that section, replace it, put a good vacuum, open the valves, and I was looking at my clock, said, I can probably make it still. I can probably make it home. Another call. So the second call is no air conditioning in a gas station. The gas station right now is 80 degrees. So that's where I'm going right now. And the guy don't want to wait. Right now it's 74 degrees outside, but you know, this call went through facility, so I have to go. So I'm on my way right now. I'm probably 20 minutes ago. The reason why I put in this at the end of this craziness weekend I had is because this is the kind of stuff that you have to be prepared when you do service. You know, when you do service during the week that you are in service, your life, it doesn't belong to you. You know, you can think, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but then service call comes up and there is nothing you can do about it. You have to go. You have to go. Because, you know, you can, it's like me, you know, I was thinking, 4th of July, who's gonna call in the afternoon? I got 2 calls already. Crazy. And they have to pay a lot of money for that. And it is what it is. So this is the kind of stuff probably for the new people who is going into this field. I mean, it's frustrating, you know, when you are preparing something for your family and then you have to leave. You know, right now I just called my wife and everybody's eating, you know, and I'm driving, you know, to work. But that's the way that it is. That's the way that we play. If you are in service, you have to be ready for anything. And if they call you at 2 o'clock in the night, you have to go. And if they call you in the middle of your son's birthday and you are on call, you have to go. So you have to put your mind on the side and concentrate on what you're doing and try to leave the frustration on the side and keep your mind clear so you can finish your work in a reasonable time and get it done properly. But yeah, this is what it is to be on call. The last weekend, Saturday and Sunday, was the 4th of July weekend, and believe me, it was crazy. I lost the count of how many calls I did during the weekend since Friday through the entire Saturday. I woke up like, I don't know, 7 o'clock, and I went back home at 11 on the night. I got calls on Sunday, calls on Monday afternoon, and today, 4th of July, you know, it's pretty much double time. So you know, you might think, yeah, no, people are not gonna call. It's too expensive. No, that's crap. They call you anyways. So this is what you need to see. You know, when you are in service, it's a different story. It's not like doing maintenance. It's not like doing installation. It's being in service is a different story. You know, when you are doing installations, you know that your end is gonna end at the end of the day. When you are in service, you don't know when it's gonna be done. You can be working 16, 18 hours non-stop, and you know, next morning they're gonna call you again. So that's what it is. For the young people, you know, this is what it is to be on call. And it's sacrifice, and it's put your mind on the side and concentrate on what you're doing. And the good thing is, at the end of the week, you know, when you receive the check, you don't think about this suffering anymore. It's sacrifice, but this is what it is. Alright guys, thank you for watching.